State of Unreal. Speaking of that, where the fuck is State of Decay 3 at? If that's in here, I'm gonna be so happy. Because I love State of Decay 2. And putting that shit in an Unreal Engine would be flames.
Sleep is he? The ploughing plonker. Break me pearlies on this blasted pit-ridden tract. We've veered off dry road. Aye, the devil's after it.
Oh, this is definitely The Witcher. Oh, shit. Oh, not the money. Gee. Oh, god damn. The fuck is that? Flying rhino? What the fuck? Oh, it's a griffin. I'm about to say. That's an ugly ass griffin. Oh, shit gets better.
Salt. Almost had me fooled, Fruin.
She actually looks younger. Yeah, they definitely fixed her face up a bit. Yeah, they slimmed it down a little bit from the sides. Oh, this is the stage. I'm like, where the fuck are we?
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And welcome to the State of Unreal
It's standing
at
in game.
UnrealFest Orlando.
They're
We're
idle
here
in
to show you
game.
what's next with Unreal Engine and so much more. We are thrilled that you're able to join us. Thank you. But first things first, I'm here with Sebastian and Kitek from CD Projekt Red. We have a lot to talk about. Hey, guys.
Hey. Thank you, Wyatt. Thank you, Wyatt, and hello, everyone. With The Witcher 4, we're stepping things up. And to do that, we needed the right partner. One that truly understands that great open-world games are all about art and technology coming together.
Yeah, and look, our goals are completely aligned here. And around the launch of UE5, your awesome team at CD Projekt Red announced a collaboration to make open world development in Unreal even better. And it's an opportunity, we just couldn't pass it up. So we've been working on a technical demo together to achieve just that. I think we should take a look at it. You guys ready?
Born ready. Kitek is going to play the build for us.
Sure, let's do it.
Yeah, I knew they were standing in game. Those definitely look like it.
This
looks
is
like
a
Skyrim.
technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4. What you just saw and are going to see now is running on a standard PlayStation 5 at 60 FPS with ray tracing.
Standard PS5.
So in the game, you'll be playing as Ciri, a professional monster slayer, a witcher. She explores the
I like
world
the clanging
and
of the
hunts down
swords,
monsters
that's
for
nice.
coin. The region we are in is called Kovir, and you'll get to explore it in a game. Right now, Ciri is investigating the monster, and after gathering new clues, she is heading back.
I wonder if you you can like craft
Now, Ciri is
the
investigating.
swords and shit. Like I'd be very surprised if you couldn't. But if you change that sword, well then the scabbard would change too, right? Because I was thinking Like, well, that would kind of suck to not have her iconic red scabbard on her back. But at the same time, I'm sure there'll be like a mastered version of that sword that'll also have the red scabbard. So I think it'd be fine.
Gating the monster, and after gathering new clues, she is heading back to a nearby village. All right, everyone, meet Kelpie.
I'll get a horse.
Let weeds be weeds, Kelpie.
Let
So
the
just
horse
like
eat,
Geralt and
nigga.
Roach, Ciri has her own loyal companion.
Kelpie and Roach. I don't know. Roach is that nigga though. Roach that nigga for real.
These two characters need to feel like one. Since you're gonna explore the world on horseback, riding needs to feel seamless, natural, and just fun.
Also, it's a
Yeah,
very
and to support that,
Yennefer
we're
type cloak
introducing
she's wearing.
multi-character motion matching in Unreal. So Ciri and Kelpie, they're perfectly synchronized when mounting from any angle and speed.
Oh.
And we also support root motion movement on Kelpie, so controlling her feels realistic and grounded.
Like RDR2.
And there are also some really nice improvements to our Unreal Chaos Flesh Solver and these machine-learned deformations. So you've got realistic muscles moving and stretching under Kelpie's skin without compromising the performance there.
That's cool.
So let's leave Ciri behind for a second and talk about the world itself.
Are the clothes the
So
same
much
way?
of the Witcher world is natural, organic, especially Kovir with its dense forest and wild nature.
Yeah, and wild nature is hard. And with nanite geometry, we've freed artists from so many of their old constraints. But we don't want to rest until everything we do in Unreal has that same spirit of freedom. There's always more work to do. And foliage is a huge piece of that puzzle. So we are excited to introduce nanite foliage. And in order to achieve gorgeous foliage density everywhere, while still being memory efficient, fast to render, we believe that a new idea was needed. So instead of the same card approach we've been using for the past 20 years, artists should be free to take a nanite approach to foliage, modeling every single leaf and pine needle.
Jesus
And
Christ.
the old LOD tricks of the past, they needed a complete rethink. And in their place, it's a new adaptive voxel representation in nanite. It's volumetric, it's fully 3D, it is super fast to render. And these dense clusters of triangles turn into these cubes, which at a distance, they're no larger than a pixel, and they react to the changing light of our dynamic sun and our shadows, and they allow artists to render whatever amount of foliage is needed to achieve their vision without compromise.
And no compromise means how ambitious we are when it comes to bringing our vision to life with incredible visuals. But more than that, together with Epic, we created faster way to load the world. We can now bring in more content more quickly for the smoothest possible experience as we fly down to catch up with Ciri.
Yeah, this feels mad Skyrim-y. Is it just me? It's probably just me.
Welcome to
And that, I don't
Valkyr's.
mean that by like the
So
gameplay, I
Valkyr's
mean that
is
by
a
the
port
visuals.
town, a hub for fishing, trade, and mining. It's one of those places where you can meet shady characters or overhear gossip from other lands.
Is there Gwent?
Also, where
Yo,
Ciri
bring
took on
Gwent
her
back.
current contract.
Dog.
High-tech, let's leave Kelpie here and explore the marketplace.
I'm literally in the middle of doing a
I'm
Blood and Broken
so
Bones
excited we
playthrough
can
just to play more
finally show
Gwent.
you some of this stuff. Let's see what Valkyr's has to offer.
Bitch!
Not even at the land Exeter Fair. Now, 9 gazes while I present him with a fish. For the furry rascal.
Very
of the
Assassin's
weight
Creed 2.
And the bear's weight grants good fortune. More than me.
Guys,
Wow, what a
notice
dickhead.
how responsive the world is.
I thought you were gonna trip the
Character
kid.
actions directly affect what happens
Oh,
around
they
you.
stole food.
Sometimes even setting off chain reactions.
You can distract
Everything is
animals with
working
food.
together.
Can you do that with monsters that aren't paying attention to you yet? Like throw bait somewhere?
Oh, look at this poor gentleman being taught how to fly by an angry innkeeper.
Just teach me taught how to fly.
That's what happens when you cheat at Gwent.
Round ones, what jingle in my purse.
Okay, so this is the guy who gave the series quest his own. Like you probably suspect, he has his own agenda in all of this.
You're off your tits again, Wilfred. Get your ass up.
A typical day's toil.
Who in? Ah, Witcheress. What news of my wagons? No eternity is taking that damn salt to arrive.
I found them. And, well, suffice to say, they'll not reach you. As for the salt, I found not one speck. I presume this comes as no surprise to you. Now. Kavir's smuggling trade is of no concern to me.
Shush, shush, shush.
The manticore that flattened your cart and devoured your men? Quite the opposite.
Now, I don't know if it's because she's not like a full Witcher, or it seems like she's a full Witcher, but she has a very jovialness about her, right? Whereas I'm fairly certain in the Witcher lore that your emotions are supposed to be stripped away to a certain degree, right? Like Geralt has fun, of course, especially with the boys, but all in all, they're not. That's because like they're the boys, right? To other people, he's still very like gruff and very monotone and very like he can make a joke, but the joke's still like, right? I don't know if I like this jovial kind of Ciri post transformation. I don't know. It's giving like girl boss, and I don't like it. I like Ciri, but I don't like the attitude.
Manticore. No, them winged hellspawn dwell in
And
the
she's
arse of the
pompous
grave.
too.
While
A little
Ciri decides
pompousness
what to
there.
do about that merchant, let's take a look at the character technology that powers this marketplace. Why don't we listen in on these fishmongers? They're selling their wares, chatting up customers.
Morning, catch this is. Won't find none fresher.
Reckon me lady's after one of them.
Get this cleaned.
I do like how they're showing that the world lives on without you being right in front of it.
Got mackerel cod, all Braxton's finest.
And there is tons of tech at play here, even in a simple market stall. Metahuman tools, improved Unreal smart objects, chaos cloth, and more.
Yeah, and all of this exists to make sure that the gap in quality between Ciri and NPCs is as small as possible.
Yeah, and closing that gap, it's not just about fidelity, right, but also authenticity. They should react to changes in the world around them.
But the prisoner in Pillory isn't exciting enough for Valdrest. Let's grab everyone's attention with a circus. But the great performance deserves a huge crowd though. Let's crank it up.
So you are seeing tons of optimizations here to many of Unreal systems, including an entirely new Unreal animation framework, allowing us to fit easily in our 60 FPS budget, not just in rendering, but also with room to spare on the game thread. Over 300 animated skeletal mesh agents all going about their business. And the whole point is to leave breathing room for developers like you to introduce the gameplay and the systems that your players expect, empowering you to make your worlds come to life without Unreal standing in your way.
Show me more monsters.
You're right. That's the open world RPG that we're making.
It's
But
beautiful.
before we wrap
Also
up,
makes me pretty
how about
excited
one
for
final check-in with Ciri?
Crimson Desert, even though it's not an Unreal. I don't think. I'm still mad excited for Crimson Desert.
We are making this game to be the most immersive and ambitious open world Witcher game ever.
I would hope so.
And we are making this a reality thanks to our work on Unreal with the team at Epic. I think what we are doing together is going to bring in a new generation of open world RPGs, and I'm so proud
I would
of
hope
what
so.
we accomplished so far.
We are too.
I hope they
we're
put the
almost done,
second
but before we
Cyberpunk in,
go, here's a
in the same
small
engine.
gift for all Witcher
Yo, that's gonna be fucking sick.
fans. A first look at La Nexeta.
Ooh. Also, these fits better be fire.
Onward, Kelby. We what?
Good show.
Thanks, guys. Seriously, it looks amazing. And we've also barely scratched the surface of what's coming in Unreal 5.6. So here's Julien to tell you even more.
Julianne,
you
like
very
a
much.
Thank you so much.
like a slim cut.
Hey everyone, great to be here in Orlando.
Cyberpunk.
I spent a
coat.
lot of time on this demo, so I'm happy to be the one to talk about what went into the 5.6 release. An open world like that was just the perfect content to focus on our main goal for the release, which was performance. We want the engine to scale to large and rich worlds. We want to preserve graphics quality. And of course, we want to deliver high frame rates that you and your players expect. So let's check it out, starting with rendering. If you all remember, when we released Nanite with UE5, it supported static geometry. Last year, we brought skinning to Nanite. And now, we're working on Nanite foliage. The only way to have a forest that looks as good as this one is to use 3D geometry for all parts of the trees, just like we do for everything else. However, this is a crazy amount of fine geometry, so we had to rethink how trees are created and displayed. To create them, we developed nanite assemblies. These 28 little parts that you see are all that we use to build all the spruces from the forest. They are instanced thousands of times and used like building blocks to assemble trees in different ways. And as you probably noticed with the wind effect, they even support skeletal animation, which runs on the GPU. Thanks to assembly, we greatly reduce the storage, the runtime memory, and the rendering cost. Then, to display an entire forest, the challenge was to preserve fidelity and performance from any distance. Let's check up close the level of detail we're talking about here. Lots of details. But this triangle representation is not the most efficient when far away, due to the amount of overlapping. And that's why we made an adaptive voxel representation. But in reality, you'll never see those voxels this close, since when we move the camera back, they're barely a pixel. Nanite foliage is almost done. We are moving it to the main line as we speak, and it will be available for everyone in 5.7.
Oh, hell yeah.
Another thing I would like to share is that ray tracing and Lumen now run more than twice as fast, with no visual trade-off compared to when UE5 was released. And because of that, we can now hit 60 FPS on consoles.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And finally, we rewrote the rendering pipeline to run asynchronously so you can increase the richness of your scenes even more. Now let's talk about chaos physics. For chaos cloth, we improve our cloth-to-cloth constraint solution. This removes a lot of collision evaluation when garments are piling up and interacting with each other. Even for complex setup like Series Cape, we hit a sub-millisecond budget on PS5. With Chaos Flesh, we introduce procedural muscle activations to make deformation and motion more natural. Your artist will still have control over tetroid.
I need to know if this works with clothes outside of
models
capes.
that run fast in real time.
Will Siri's pants
We
be
now
glued
support
to
the
her
baking
thigh,
of
or will there be
fluid
like some
surface
breathing
data
room?
into lightweight assets to be played back at low cost. This is going to give you high fidelity water without the performance cost of real-time fluid simulation. For animation, we work on both performance and fidelity. Here, you can see how Siri and Kelpie match up in their interaction. Well, that works no matter the angle of approach. That's our multi-character motion matching solution.
No angle to approach.
The angle of approach. That's our
They're all from the side. They're all from the left or right side. Why not have one from the back and one from the front to swing around? Like, take out these two. Whoop, front, swing around back, swing around. And yeah, that'll be it. Or maybe like a diagonal one. Or maybe one while someone's moving.
our multi-character motion matching solution. We also added motion matching in Sequencer to build stitch tracks. With them, you can seamlessly transition from gameplay to cinematic. Also, we now have a secondary layer of animation driven by physics in Control Rig. We used it in Kelpie's rig to drive the mane, the tail, and the saddlebags. And now, I'm happy to announce that all these features are already integrated into our new Unreal Animation framework, which we are releasing as experimental in 5.6. We built it with performance first in mind. Animation evaluation are now running in parallel off the game thread, which was our bottleneck. And for the other character systems that are just as costly, like movement, avoidance, state tree behaviors, we also move them to worker threads. This is really going to help you create scenes that are crowded and lively. Streaming has always been a big deal regarding performance. And the three biggest improvements we made are physics state creation, which now runs async, improved runtime PCG for ground scatter on GPU, and a new FastGeo plugin to stream static geometry. And just to take a different example, in City Sample, the streaming time was cut down by 90% while moving at high speed.
90% insane.
We focus on a lot of areas for performance in 5.6, and mobile is no exception. We work on better defaults and scalability settings for mobile and minimize the default package size. We also improve our workflows with a UI refactor of the viewport toolbar and content browser, an on-device iteration workflow, and a mobile preview solution. So there you go. Unreal Engine 5.6 is all about performance, and it's available today.
That's really cool. I might become a game dev next. Who knows?
Please go, enjoy the tech talks and session we have for you guys, and come chat with us. And now, please welcome Chris from the MetaHuman team. Thank you, everyone.
From the Who team? Oh, technology.
Thank you, Julian. MetaHumans may only be a few years old, but we are seeing them everywhere, powering everything from games and AI agents to film, television, cultural heritage, and more. What you've seen so far is just the beginning. The creativity and innovation coming from the community continues to inspire us. It reminds us why we build these tools in the first place, to make it easier for everyone to tell stories that matter. Now we're entering the next chapter, expanding how you create and animate metahumans with flexible workflows that help you move faster and work smarter. To walk us through some of the biggest features in this release, please welcome filmmaker and virtual production pioneer, Matt Workman.
Thanks, Chris. For those that don't know me, I'm a cinematographer and Unreal Engine developer. I worked on Epic's first in-camera VFX demo, the one with the motorcycle surrounded by LED walls. It was pretty cool. I'm also the creator of CineTracer, a previous tool used by filmmakers worldwide. I've been using metahumans in my work since the alpha, and recently I've gotten some hands-on time with some of the new features coming in Unreal Engine 5.6. MetaHuman Creator is a fast and intuitive web-based application used for creating digital characters. And now, with the 5.6 release, all of that power is available directly in the editor. That's right, MetaHuman Creator is now fully integrated
That's really
into
interesting.
Unreal Engine. I think it's pretty cool too.
Can you use those
You can
characters
create
for
and work with
VTuber
metahumans
models?
directly in your project, keeping everything connected and in context. And with the new character assemblies, metahumans are built locally, making it even easier to integrate them directly into your pipeline.
MetaHuman Creator is one of Unreal's first cloud-enhanced tools. It means you work locally, but for heavy lifting, tasks like generating high-quality textures or building our complex face and body rigs, we leverage MetaHuman Cloud services, which deliver high-fidelity results without ever leaving the editor. And in 5.6, local assembly reduces the average MetaHuman export time from 15 to 20 minutes down to 2 or 3.
Wow.
The team tackled all this while dramatically expanding the core representation model and significantly improving visual fidelity. Basically, you can make even more diverse characters, they all look better, it's frickin' fast, and it is in Unreal Editor on your local machine.
And while those are all major improvements, we're just starting to scratch the surface here. Metahumans have always had amazing facial customization, and now Epic is bringing that same level of control and realism to the entire body. In UE 5.6, metahumans get a major upgrade with the new parametric body system, letting you blend between different presets or fine-tune proportions using real-world measurements like height,
I need that in a
inseam,
game like
shoulder width, and even
DD2
muscle mass. And here's the best part.
or GTA 5.
As the body
6.
changes, so does the clothing. The new Unreal Outfit asset automatically adapts garments to the character's body, all in real time, no matter the proportions. As someone who's built these kind of assets before, I can tell you this used to mean manually creating and managing every body variation. The new system does give you the
I guess it
flexibility
answers my
to create
question of
different
whether or not
sizes,
it's
and
glued
if
to
you
the
do,
character.
it will pick the closest match and fit that to the character for you. It makes building a wide array of production-ready characters faster and a whole lot more scalable.
Yeah, I'm super excited to see what people do with the new outfit system. And that actually brings us to our next announcement. Starting today, metahumans and their accessories are available on Fab, Epic's one-stop shop for digital assets. This is the new MetaHuman channel on Fab, and there's already some great artists and studios sharing and selling content there. I'm going to shift gears for a minute. Matt, do you remember when we unveiled MetaHuman Animator a couple years ago?
Of course. I consider myself MetaHuman's #1 fan, and I'm also guilty for being eternally online. So, of course, I saw that demo, and of course, absolutely loved it.
Some of my industry friends, they thought it was sorcery. We went
So I
from
feel like you really
capture
can
to
use
final
this
results
for,
in a couple minutes, and it made high-quality facial animation
for
accessible
VTubers.
to everyone. Well, today
It
we
seems
are
like something
taking it
that
to
they
the
wanna
next
fuck
level
around with.
a focus on real-time animation. We scoured the galaxy to find the best talent to demo these tools, and I think Matt has found just the right character for the job.
Now, I could be wrong, but I think I cooked here. This guy is a true professional, tons of experience, and he's even going to be joining us via live telecast from space, outer space. Let's go ahead and connect. Hey, Blue!
Dude, Matt, this is amazing. I'm making nachos in my nuclear-powered air fryer. Anyway, I was about to munch on this before the keynote. What's up?
What's up is that this is the keynote. We're live streaming to UnrealFest right now. Dude, you're live.
Oh yeah, look at that. You people in your time zones. Hey, Chatterbox, can you turn it down? Like way, way down. I'm
Yeah,
about to do a
VTuber
keynote.
stuff, like I said.
Yo, so what's up, Unreal friends? So get this, for the first time ever, you're seeing me live in real time. This isn't pre-recorded, it's not baked. You're seeing everything as it's happening. Woo!
VTubers are gonna go crazy with that. Oh my god.
And it's all thanks to MetaHuman Animator. Just check out my alter ego, Corey. He's down there on stage with you guys, and as you can see, our movements are mirrored within milliseconds. Even the smallest expressions are beautifully articulated. Yeah. And look, he's not even wearing a helmet or a suit. I'm telling you, the possibilities are getting crazy. Now I can live chat with fans, take my stand-up act on the road.
Yeah, there's gonna be
perform
some
Macbeth.
crazy shit coming
Okay,
from
maybe
this.
not Macbeth. But the real truth is, the power of live performance is in all the happy accidents. Honestly, most of my best stuff happens when things go, you know, a little sideways.
Yeah, sideways is the way to say
Nuclear
it.
core instability detected.
Oh my god, and the fucking VR chat people. Oh.
Case in point, trusting my beautiful nachos to a
This is gonna get
DIY
real sad real
nuclear-powered air
fast.
fryer.
Hey, Corey, come on out here. Corey Strasburger, everyone, the genius behind Blue and Xanadu. MetaHuman Animator now delivers high-fidelity facial animation from virtually any 2D video source in real time. Whether you're driving the performance of your favorite character or calling into keynotes from low Earth orbit, the sky is the limit when it comes to breathing life into your characters. And speaking of that, Corey was just driving Blue with a consumer webcam and markerless motion capture from the Captury.
Corey, let me be the first to congratulate you on Blue's VTuber debut right here at UnrealFest. And by that, I mean that this is the first time we're seeing MetaHuman Blue puppeted live, and he looked incredible on the big screen. And I know we've said this before a couple times, but I still can't believe that that level of facial quality is possible from a tiny consumer webcam. It's just absolutely crazy.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. It is, man. It's all mind-blowing. And for me, doing everything sort of solo, being able to see my performance like instantly is literally at the core of my pipeline. So I've been waiting for this quality for a really long time. And Chris, thanks to an amazing collaboration with the MetaHuman team, Blue is finally pure MetaHuman. And so with all the other crazy stuff that you guys are elevating, I think Xanadu is about to level up in a big way. So thank you guys. You guys rock.
Awesome, man. It's been awesome. I'd like everyone to give a round of applause to Corey and Matt.
Yeah, that was really
and
cool.
Thanks for showing
That was
everyone.
super cool. And super concerning. But cool overall.
Thanks, guys, for showing all the fantastic features we're going to hone in on this release. All right. We're going to end big with a few updates about metahumans and how they fit into the broader creative ecosystem. First up, today we're releasing 2 advanced toolchains to everyone, MetaHuman Expression Editor and Groom Tools. The Expression Editor lets experienced riggers fine-tune a character's expressions and expression combinations, whether matching scans or creating something completely custom, like a nacho-eating space alien. And our new Groom Tools simplify one of the hardest parts of character creation, high-fidelity hairstyles, making the process more intuitive, faster, and streamlining export directly to Unreal Engine. We've built these tools for our own teams to solve real production challenges, and now we're opening them up to the entire community. Next, we know you want support from MetaHumans in your favorite content creation tools, so we're working with partners to make sure that DNA and RigLogic work wherever you do. And we have saved the biggest announcement for last. We have updated the Unreal Engine license to include metahumans. You can use them everywhere, in every engine, in any creative software. Go make amazing characters and help define the future of digital humans.
Yeah, it's just gonna get wild. I might get myself one eventually.
If you're curious to learn more, join our UnrealFest sessions, swing by our booth, or check out metahuman.com to get hands-on with everything you've just seen, and thank you.